who is also my senior at the University of at ITB ya, Bandung. Apa kabar Pak Indra? Sehat Pak?
So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we will start today's event with a welcoming remark from the Chairman of Indonesia Deposit Insurance Corporation, Mr. Purbaya Yudhi Sadewa. Mr. Purbaya, the screen is yours.
Excellencies, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace be upon us all. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, greeting of virtue, good afternoon and good morning, depends on your time zone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure as the chairman of the Indonesia Deposit Insurance Corporation to welcome all of you to our virtual webinar series today with the title, The Rise of Digital Banking and the Future of Deposit Insurance System. First of all, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to our four distinguished speakers today. The first, Mr. John Frost from Bank of International Settlement, Mr. Carlos Colau from Spanish Deposit Insurance Agency, Mr. Iman Shah from Financial Service Authority or Otoritas Jasa Keuangan, and Mr. Indra Utoyo from Bank Rakyat Indonesia, for taking your time to share your knowledge, experiences, and thoughts about digital banking from your perspectives. It is really our privilege and honor to have you all here today. I would also like to thank the IDIC International Affairs team for arranging this great seminar. Ladies and gentlemen, we have lived alongside the COVID-19 pandemic for more than 1.5 years. New challenges have surfaced for institutions all over the world and have altered both consumer and producer behavior, as social mobility and close contact activities are being constrained to mitigate the spread of the virus. Before the pandemic, digital technologies have actually been rising rapidly due to the ability to pack more and more transistors onto a silicon chip, which has grown exponentially according to Moore's law, and the rapid development of internet infrastructure all over the world. However, digital transformation at that time was an option for an institution or company, depending on its available resources and nature of businesses. The pandemic has been shifting the optional nature of digital transformation to become transformed to digital or losing in competition. The global public health crisis in turn becomes the super catalyst that speeds up the adoption of digital technology in almost all business sectors, including the banking sector. This is why all over the world, including in Indonesia, we have seen more and more banks are driven to beef up their digital services for their customers, which has improved the bank customer experiences greatly. Several banks have been transforming or refocusing their businesses or business segments to digital banks, which have been providing one-stop banking services to customers through the internet in more convenient and efficient ways. In an ideal design of digital banking, bank customers should be able to feel like having access to a bank branch that opens 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The banking services are delivered to them through digital services that are intuitive, easy to use, customized, and secure. I believe this trend will continue further all over the world as the pandemic has brought us to the new era, the new normal, the twilight of digital era. Ladies and gentlemen, though I believe that we all agree on how important digital innovation will improve our life in every aspect greatly, through a speed of light transformation, we should stay aware that innovation does not come with zero risk. Whether it is digital banking or traditional banking, they both are still the fractional reserve banking in which banks may lend funds on deposits. Therefore, in terms of risk, as with traditional banking business model, digital banking incurs similar risks. We might be well aware that certain types of risks may become more pronounced in digital banking, such as digital compliance and cybersecurity risks, as well as other types of operational risks related to the digital technology. These risks are not unique to banks that have undergone extensive digital transformation. Nonetheless, the risk might become more pronounced in digital banking compared to that of banks that employ a more traditional brick-and-mortar banking model. Therefore, I would like to underline the importance of prominent risk management practices by both traditional as well as digital banks. A well-functioning and synergic financial safety net, which in Indonesia consists of Bank Indonesia, the central bank, Financial Service Authority, OJK, Indonesia Deposit Insurance Corporation, IDIC, and Ministry of Finance, is also playing a pivotal role in maintaining the financial system stability. Ladies and gentlemen, IDIC is mandated by the laws and the deposit insurer and bank as the deposit insurer and bank resolution authority. All commercial banks and rural banks in Indonesia are the member of IDIC's deposit insurance scheme, including digital banks. As of September 2021, IDIC covers about 372.2 million of bank accounts, or 99.92% fully, whose deposit balances are below or equal to the statutory deposit insurance coverage of 2 billion rupiah per deposit per account. This is around 35.1% of Indonesia's GDP per capita in 2020. Looking forward, IDIC urges the needs for more research on digital banking services in order to produce potential policy necessary, which will promote more confidence in banks engaged in digital banking and financial stability. Furthermore, it is important for regulators, including IDIC, to enhance their digital capabilities to keep up with the digital transformation in the banking industry. Another aspect that may be worth noting is in terms of the development of the digital banking products and digital banks are financial and digital literacy. An increase in financial inclusion should be balanced with the increase in financial literacy as well as digital literacy, so that bank customers can benefit optimally from the digital transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, concluding my remark, allow me to remind everyone that the digital transformation is inevitable. Thus, we need to prepare ourselves accordingly. I trust that in this one-day webinar, we are providing a suitable platform to stimulate inspirations and initiatives on the development of digital banking, its prospects and challenges ahead, as well as the role of supervisory and resolution authority to support the banking digitalization. Once again, on behalf of the Indonesia Deposit Insurance Corporation, I thank you all for your participation and hope you all have an inspiring and fruitful discussion. Thank you very much.